What is the new revolution in Mizoram? Why did it take more than 75 years even after independence for rail to reach to Mizoram? And how it will become India's gateway to Southeast Asia? Can you imagine that a state is going to grow and develop when it has not had railway connectivity for past 78 years? That was Mizoram for us, but this is going to change on September 13th. Hello everyone, welcome to Vajiram and Ravi's Flash News. My name is Shubhangi Singh and today we are going to talk about Bairabi Sairang Railway Line, which has brought railway to the one of the seven sisters, that is Mizoram this time. So when we are talking about this very line, that is Bairabi Sairang Rail Link, this idea was conceived back in 1999 itself. However, it became a project, national project in the late 2000, and it gained the final momentum and proper announcement in 2014, and in 2015-16 the construction began. And then after 10 years, we are seeing that the 51.38 kilometer railway line from Bairabi to Sairang, which improves the regional connectivity and brings rail to Mizoram, has been finally completed, and the inauguration is pending for September 13 when PM Modi would be doing that. Now, when we are talking about this rail line, this is nothing short of revolution when we are talking about this state. The reason being, here you have to understand, when we are talking about connectivity, the main dependence was on Aizawl and Silchar highway. So Aizawl is the capital of Mizoram and Silchar one of the places in Assam that was the main connectivity point, which used to take more than 5 hours to travel by road. Some places, sometimes it is also quoted that it goes beyond 10 hours as well, but it would be cut short to 3 hours by train, where we are going to see that the connectivity is being brought to Sairang, and Sairang is merely 20 kilometers away from the Mizoram's capital. Now, this is something that will not only help in multiple ways to Mizoram, but this should be seen as an act, as a step in bringing the nation together and the much alienated part of the nation which has always felt disconnected with the mainland into the loop of economic development, into the loop of inclusivity, and also gaining momentum in terms of better opportunities that could be seen with just one initiative that has been taken in the state. So when I'm talking about many multiple benefits here, we have to understand that the benefits will come in form of not just the time that will be saved, but also the lower transportation cost that will be for goods and services as well as passengers. So when we are talking about even essential goods, in Mizoram, especially in and around Aizawl, they had to be sourced from Silchar and they were brought via road. But in this situation, the travel also becomes easier. The reduction will not take place only in terms of time, but the cost will also definitely go down. And this will facilitate to the much unexplored region of Mizoram, which will boost the tourism and also bring in better trade opportunities for the state. Then we can also see that it will directly reduce the excessive dependence that we are seeing on Aizawl-Silchar highway, because this is the own main connectivity line that is present for Mizoram, that is via Assam. Now, this has happened, the reason that is this is the own connectivity line. This is because of the geography of Mizoram itself, where we have much of the region which is lush green forested but also mountainous as well as landslide prone. When we are talking about India being the largest growing economy at this point of time, that we are fastest and we will be soon able to take over Germany as well, but at the same time we have states which do not even have the railway connectivity. So let me know in the comment section which are those states. Now moving ahead, Now these are not just the benefits, but there is more. We will be talking about it. But let us also look into the engineering marvel that has been created through this railway link. It is not just a 551-kilometer railway link, but it also has 48 tunnels. Furthermore, 142 bridges which are included in that, and we have the tallest bridge, that is the Krung Bridge, which took most of the time, which was one of the most important links. This whole budget cost went over 5,000 crores, and it will have its passenger operations beginning from September 13. They have already been cleared in June 2025, but they will be starting on September 13. As I said, the benefits are not limited to the reduced time, the reduced transport cost, lessening of the burden that we see on the Aizawl Silchar highway, but this railway link will be directly facilitating our national ambitions, and it will be a strategic gateway for India to Southeast Asia. Now let us understand that. So when we are talking about railway and this specific link, it will directly support India's Act East policy, because it will be strengthening our economic, strategic as well as cultural ties with Asia Pacific. Now how this will happen? Now let us look at this given map. So when we are talking about this railway link, which is till 20 kilometers of Aizawl, now there will be a highway connectivity which will be bringing transportation to Pelitwa, and then it will give connectivity to the Sittwe Port in Myanmar, which will give us a direct connectivity of 539 kilometers to Kolkata, and this will help us in bypassing this chicken neck corridor, which is already very congested and where there is over dependence. So we also get reach into Southeast Asia, but it also facilitates us in bypassing the chicken neck corridor itself. So it will enable trade which can take place to Sittwe Port in Myanmar. It will help in bypassing the chicken neck corridor. It will reduce the transportation cost of bypassing Bangladesh through chicken neck corridor, and it will also enhance gateway role. It will help in promoting trade, it will help in promoting diplomacy and regional security cooperation that comes with this facilitation of gateway role. This clearly highlights that gradually Northeast, which has long been neglected, which can become the main fulcrum, main point of being gateway towards Southeast Asia, and this Bairabi Sairang Rail Link is just a starting point in this initiative. How I am saying that this is just a starting point? Because you will gradually find that there are coming up deeper connectivity that we will be able to see in Northeast, where we have Sivok to Rangpo rail line in Sikkim, almost 45 kilometers. Then we have Morkongslek to Pasighat, that is almost more than 26 kilometers. Then you will see connectivity in this, you will find connectivity to Assam to Arunachal Pradesh. Then we have Dhansiri, again Assam to Nagaland, and then we have Jibribam to Imphal, and the last one which has been just completed, that is Bairabi to Sairang. So these all rail links which are coming up, which are still in progress, this will give deeper connectivity not just amongst Northeast, but as the role that Northeast can serve in terms of being gateway for India and reducing the load, especially on the chicken neck corridor itself. Now this will directly make you understand that the projects are not going only in internally, but also there are multiple projects that we need to cater to coming up in terms of as the gateway to other regions of the world. When we are talking about such projects, the first one is Kaladan multimodal transit that we just saw, that we can see in the given map that the movement will take place from Kolkata through Sittwe Port and Aizawl. The connectivity will be bypassing Bangladesh, and definitely the longer route will be avoided. The other one is Agartala-Akhora rail link that was going through Bangladesh. So it was a cross-border link where there was a direct connectivity from Agartala to Akhora, but this has been paused because of the political unrest that we are seeing in Bangladesh. And the next one we have Impal Morhe Rail Link. This is a 111 kilometers rail link to Myanmar, and here we find it that it is underway. The construction is expected to complete in next 2 to 3 years, but it has been again delayed because of ethnic conflicts present in that region of Myanmar. But this clearly shows that how we are focusing on using the potential of Northeast and how it can change the picture of Northeast and how it can bring Northeast at par when we are talking about the economic potential, the cultural ties that we see with the rest of the India. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section. That was all from my side. Thank you so much.